Children who attend school in the United States are lucky enough to be provided with school lunch. But is the food that is being provided really healthy in helping reduce the risk of childhood obesity? By the end of my speech, you will believe that there needs to be a change to our students' school lunches to help diminish the risk for childhood obesity. There are many different options these days for school lunches. Children may either bring their lunch in from home or they may purchase their lunch from school. But are the options that the schools are providing really that healthy? In my speech, I will discuss bagged versus hot lunch, school statistics, nutritional guidelines, and Jamie Oliver's school lunch revolution. In 1996, I decided to go to culinary school right out of high school. I do consider myself somewhat of a foodie. I have great appreciation for good food and the interesting ways food is prepared. Early in the year, I did my research paper on which was healthier, the vegan diet or following the My Plate guidelines. It was very interesting to read and educate myself on two very different ways of eating. The results actually surprised me a little. In an article written by Brooke Ross titled Fish Heads for Lunch, it says that 33 million kids eat school lunch a day. That is a lot of food. The article also states that kids are putting down the milk and favoring flavored water instead. This is leading to a decreased milk consumption of about 30% since 1975. Ross also tells us that out of 5 billion pizzas sold in the world each year, Americans are eating 3 billion out of those 5. That fact is astonishing. You can find this information in the May 5th, 2013 issue of Junior Scholastic. Some other interesting facts come from the article, Do School Lunches Contribute to Childhood Obesity?, written by Diane Schatzenbach. In this article, it says that 14% of first graders that eat school lunch are obese, and 11% of first graders who bring in brown bag for lunch are overweight. If these facts are true, then what are these schools feeding our children? In Junior Scholastic, Ross displays many different school lunches that are popular in different countries. For example, in Japan, they are eating miso soup, rice, and sardines. In India, they are eating a mixture of rice and lentils. Often it is served on an individual tiny blackboard with lined paper. Then we see what's on the menu in France. After seeing this, I wish that it was my lunch and my son's lunch at school. They are eating grilled chicken and potatoes, cucumber salad, bread and cheese, custard tart, and wait, what's this? They're drinking water. And then we come to America. Can you guess what the students are getting for lunch? Frozen pizza, canned vegetables, and chocolate milk. Of these 4 countries, who do you think is the least healthy? The Americans. According to the USDA, there are new school lunch guidelines that are going to start being put into place this year. These guidelines call for increased availability of fruit, vegetables, and whole grains, and to decrease the amount of sodium intake. There is also specific guidelines for caloric intake according to grade level of all students. All information regarding the National School Lunch Program can be found on the USDA's website, www.fns.usda.gov. Like I stated previously, I love food. I always get cookbooks from my parents for the holidays as gifts. I guess you would say that I'm sort of a collector of cookbooks. Years ago, I heard about this guy called the Naked Chef. Now, I don't know about you, but that really caught my attention. His real name is Jamie Oliver. He has a few cookbooks out and a few cooking shows based out of England. Chef Oliver has recently come to America to stir things up a little bit inside our school cafeterias. He is on one of the quests to change what the children eat within the schools. He started the Jamie Oliver School Lunch Revolution in 2011. Jamie says this about his revolution. Our ambition is to replace processed food with freshly cooked meals in schools all over America. They'll be made from fresh, locally sourced ingredients and cooked from scratch by properly trained cooks in well-equipped kitchens. His revolution was even televised at one point. Jamie would come to different schools in different states to challenge the school board and the school cafeteria workers to make a change to their school lunch. He would show his audience exactly what was being served and how it was prepared. It was a little horrifying. Most of these meals were frozen and/or processed foods. Jamie has helped so many people and continues to inspire us all. By making these small changes to our school lunches, we can help fight the battle against childhood obesity. We can also try to prevent early signs of diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. All it would take is to remove sugary drinks, replace canned fruits and vegetables with fresh ones, and incorporate more whole grains into the menu. Throughout my speech, I have provided you with a lot of information regarding healthier school lunch options. I hope that before sending your child to school, you would look at the lunch menu and decide which a healthier option is, making lunch from home or buying it from school. We have the power to make a change and reduce the risk of childhood obesity.